So I got the ULX Tiger, which is the large version, and it was mentioned to be pretty much a close match to the Air58, but I was positively surprised that there is quite a bit of difference with the shapes. I wasn't a huge fan of the Air58, but there are actually many things that I do enjoy about the Tiger. Some mice can sometimes feel like they are too light, but for me the large ULX provides more control with its size. So the fact that it weighs about 40-41 grams does not matter at all, and the mouse is incredibly lightweight of course for the size especially, and there are no issues whatsoever with weight balancing of course. I'm not normally a massive fan of very light mice, or I don't really care about weight that much, but with the size of the large ULX or the Tiger version, the weight actually feels really good due to the size. This large version is more preferable for me than the medium one, as it just gives me a little bit more control due to being a little bit larger, and it feels just a little bit more comfortable for claw. I get more palm contact with this size even though the hump is a little bit non-existent, and I can even pincer claw the mouse if I so please, so basically only my right side of my palm is touching the mouse and of course my fingers. It enables me to curl my fingers a little bit more when I grip the mouse, and it feels very comfortable. Whereas it really does not feel that comfortable with the medium size. I just usually end up gripping the front right corner, and with this shape I just do not enjoy it that much. For relaxed claw, the Tiger does feel a little bit too long or too large, which is basically the reason why I more naturally curl my fingers with this mouse. I reviewed the medium version of the ULX, which had incredible performance for a wireless mouse, and this one has the same solution, so the performance is a match. It's the best performing wireless solution out at the moment and only beaten by a few 8K wired mice. And to be honest, for differences this small I would never give away the wireless freedom. Another thing that makes the Finalmouse solution so great is the web-based configuration software. It's just so fast and easy to use, as you do not need to install any software or keep anything installed in your machine. Just visiting the web application if I want to change something is very effortless for me. So that's a big bonus. Convenience is actually something that gets more important in the space all the time, as there are so many good options, so many good shapes. So it's quite normal that features that we have not considered that important in the past are getting more important every day. Overall the quality is quite a bit better than on my medium, so there is no shell flex, there is no real creaking this time around, which is real irritating. The mouse buttons are not feeling that high quality, but at least they are light and easy to actuate, so functionally these are great. But the click feel is not as great as for example on the OP18K, where the click feel is just insane. In game though, for my purposes, these are pretty much near perfect. No problems whatsoever also with the side buttons. There is quite a bit of post roll if I really force it, but this does not happen in real use. But the scroll wheel does not feel the best in my opinion. The steps are very tactile, but overall scrolling feels a little bit mushy here. Pretty much the biggest downside for me with the ULX is going to be the surface feel, the lack of the coding. It just does not feel very premium or nice in hand, and I for example am using these grips that they provide with the mouse. These are okay, but not up to par with the best aftermarket solutions. At this price, I would hope that the mouse would have a premium coating like for example the OP18K has, which is very premium feeling and very grippy. And overall the click feel, the quality do not really match up with the ULX, although they are not bad by any means, but it just does not feel premium or extremely high quality like the OP1 does. Let's talk about the pricing a little bit, and of course the ULX is not cheap by any means, as it's very expensive, one of the more expensive mice on the market right now. Their solution is extremely good and built in-house, which is expensive, but then again mice like the OP1 and the OP1WE have a much more premium feel and higher quality. For now, I still think that the small version is going to be the one for me. It's one of my more favorite shapes. But this might actually go pretty high up on my list. I'm not sure, I will keep using this more in the future, so at the moment I have about 2 weeks on this mouse and I've been positively surprised and I've been loving my experience so far. But yeah, let's see what happens in the future. This is pretty much it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and see you in the next one.